everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time seeing my face. We are here on another episode of Tea Time with Aisha. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. It's really near and dear to my heart. I've been coming out with different types of guests that I feel like are inspiring to me. I hope they're inspiring you. And in today's episode, you should expect nothing less. I have this beautiful Igbo babe that has just been doing numbers on TikTok. And it's not just beauty, it's beauty and brains. And we're going to pick her brain a little bit on a few topics. Maybe her dating life, who knows? So let's get into it. Without further ado, let me introduce to you Angel. Hey girl.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I've been so excited to shoot this episode and just like talking about it for a while now, and I'm glad I finally have you here because you guys were supposed to film yesterday.
Yeah,
actually,
it's my fault.
We were supposed to film yesterday, but you know what? I'm such a firm believer in if it's not giving straight path, just let it go.
Yeah.
Like that means it's not meant to be, and like we strategize, right?
Yeah.
And so that's just like my theory, philosophy. And now we're here today, and I feel like so it even just works better. I feel like I'm better prepared. I'm not in a rush to go anywhere afterwards.
Okay.
Everything is smooth, so I'm so happy you're here.
Me too.
So you just came back from a trip.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that, because I can still see small. Yeah, but me too. I also be doing the enjoyment. Where'd you go?
So we went to 3 different countries. My sisters and her friends and me went to 3 different countries. Went to China, Thailand, and Indonesia, Bali.
Yeah. That looked like it was so much fun. I was having like serious FOMO.
It was so much fun, but I would skip Thailand because Thailand is just giving like Ikejama kids.
Really?
Yes, and I'm like, if I want that, I could just go to Nigeria.
Exactly.
Yeah,
fair,
like I
fair.
don't. Yeah.
And then, so which would you say was your favorite?
Bali. Like I would retire there. We want to go there. Like we plan on going there every year now.
Do you see that one babe? She's getting married soon. She's like a Nigeria girl, and she built like a property in Thailand. I think.
Really? Oh yeah. I think I saw it.
Well, before we get too deep into the conversation, spill some tea, we will take a sip of our tea. I want you to tell me what you think. We still don't have vanilla tea, guys. It's still a variation of the same something. So today, it's actually lemon ginger honey tea.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's lemon there, so it's different. I'm gonna let you take your sip first and tell me what you think.
No, I love it.
Have you had ginger tea before?
Yeah.
You like ginger tea?
Oh yeah, I do like ginger shots in the morning. Yeah, I love this.
You're one of those healthy babes. I love that.
No, it's like I'm half healthy and like I don't even know.
So what have you been up to?
Nothing much. I've been enjoying life, chilling, and like figuring out, you know, what's next for me in my life and what I want to do. And I even told you about how I want to move back to Nigeria.
Yeah, we are gonna definitely touch on that. But before we do, so basically you're in uni right now, yeah? So talk us through like, okay, your major. I know you're biomedical engineering major, which I just think is so cool. I don't know what they do, but like just the name, I'm like biomedical engineer, all the names together in one.
Yeah.
So talk me through that, like, because I know you're not based, you didn't live here in the DC area. You were from
I'm
Texas?
from Dallas.
Dallas,
Dallas,
okay.
Texas.
Okay, and then you moved out here. So why did you decide to come out here to DC?
Well, I feel like, you know, I'm a Sagittarius. I hate being like, you know, being in the same place for a long time.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I don't want to go to school in Texas, do like high school 2.0. I want to leave and, you know, go somewhere else. At first, I wanted to study abroad. I really wanted to do that. And then last minute it just didn't work out.
Okay.
And then I decided to go to school in DC. I visited DC like one day because my mom graduated from Gallaudet University.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, like I kind of want to live in DC. It's like healthy, it's nice, like why not?
DC is cute.
Yeah, not really.
No, stop.
No.
Okay.
Like,
what are your cons of being in DC so far?
first of all, I feel like DC is a glorified war zone. Yes.
What?
Yeah,
I never heard that before.
Like DC, there's a lot of crimes, like a lot of crimes. And I feel like you think like if you're moving to a city where like the capital's next door to you, you could feel a little bit safer. Like I saw like a 14-year-old getting killed or a 14-year-old. Like
You saw that?
no, like on the news. And I remember like there was like a school shooting last year, and like it happened in my friend's apartment. I remember we're supposed to like go to like Georgetown's day, And then I was like, okay, like I'm gonna call my Uber to pick you up. And she was like, I can't go, we're in a lockdown. I'm like, huh? And I'm like, why can't you come out, like jump out of the window, something. And like, let's go have fun. She's like, I kid you not, turn on the news right now. There's this like a shooter in my building.
Oh my god.
And I was like, what? Yeah.
Okay, that is scary.
Yeah.
I don't hear about things like that often, if I'm being honest. I feel like where I live, it's quiet, safe. Of course.
Yes, you live in a very safe neighborhood. Like DC is like, I just feel like it doesn't matter where you live, you're not excluded from being, you know, your car being hijacked or you being harassed. Like, it doesn't matter.
So in comparison to New York, I'm assuming you've been to New York, would you say like it's worse or about the same? Because I think that for New York.
I think New York is better.
Really?
Like, you don't hear about 14-year-olds shooting each other and killing, you know, like putting a gun to a pregnant lady's face or putting a gun to someone's face with a newborn baby.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't, or maybe it's because I don't follow the news in New York. That's probably why I don't hear about it. But I do know, like, my friend that lives in New York, she talks about, like, you know, the subway's getting worse. There's more crime, and she doesn't feel safe as a woman going into the subway.
It's just not easy to be a woman, period. Like, it's not easy to be a woman because anywhere you go, that's
you have to add tax, guys.
Yeah. That's a quotable right there. Add tax, okay? Please. Okay, so what would you say your experience in uni so far has been? Because obviously you're away from your family, which for me is kind of like a scary thought. I was in Nigeria for 3 months, and 1 month of that I was away from my family, which was like the first time ever. I came back with like social anxiety. Okay, I stayed in the house with my family for months before I went back out. And yeah, like I just couldn't do it. I was like, oh my god, like I miss my mom, I miss my sister. People are weird. My brain was busted, simply put. So you're schooling completely away from your family. You're here in DC. How's that?
It wasn't bad. So I could easily adapt to things. I'm very like easily adapted person. I'm always optimistic, and I always like try my best not to think about anything negative. But I will say like my school journey was kind of, it's like ups and downs. I wanted to transfer out. I feel like, you know, with the whole pandemic thing, I never really got like a true college experience. Like sometimes I would go back to Texas and go to like, you know, football games at my friend's school. And I'm like, oh wow, I wish I went to a school with football. So, you know, I could, you know, like do the traditional Southern thing, go to football games, you guys have pre-games, like, you know, the whole 9 yards. And sometimes I'm like, dang, I wish I did this. And the pandemic happened and I didn't really get to have like a true college experience.
I feel like a lot of people say that.
It was just like, I wanted to be like a homebody, but I feel like when the pandemic came, it just gave me like a better reason to like, okay, I'm staying home. Like, I'm just staying inside.
Because I'm definitely a homebody.
Yes.
I stay in the house.
Yes, my friends have to bully me to go out. And it's just perfect. It's just like, I love it.
Coming from the person that just said, jump out the window, let's laugh.
Yes, like whenever I'm in the mood to go out, like I'm gonna go out. Yeah. But like my friends, they have to bully me to go out, and I love it. I'm like, yes, like this is what I need. I need friends that
to encourage me to go out. Yeah. Yes. But I feel like me, all my friends, they just stay home. Yeah. And chill. And like I think our perfect night would be, oh, let's order takeout, play some games, go a movie. You know what I mean? That's a good night. Yes, that's a good night for us. But you know, sometimes it's okay to be outside. Yes. Summer. Yeah, I want to be outside. Summer.
I love like having friends that are very like, they want to go out, they want to be you know, out there. Like me and my friend Jayla, I met her in college. We're the same. Like she'll text you, like I'll say, oh, let's go get ready. She's like, okay, I'm gonna get ready. I'll send her like a gif of like, you know, like the Kim where like she's in bed and she's like, same. And like we can understand each other. Like it's like, okay, like we don't get upset. Yeah, it's like we don't get upset at each other if, you know, we're at home, because it's like, okay, you just gave me a reason to just
stay at home, and like we get it. Yes. The telepathy is there. Yes. Well, one. Oh, I love that. So you'd say making friends in school has been very easy for you then?
Yes and no. Like with Jayla, I actually like, it was like freshman year orientation, and like she was from Texas, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I literally like waited for like class to be over, and I was like, hey, like we're friends, and we turned out to be like the same, very cool, and I loved that. And I want to make more friends in DC, just not with DC natives, because I've had my own experience with like DC native, and it's like
Yeah.
You like to just...
Yeah.
Are you... Like, it's just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely know it.
Yes. Like, it's just like, I just never understand. I just can't. I was like, you know what? I'll stick with the people that I have.
You know. Okay, so then that means that you're still really close with your friends from back home then.
Yeah, so my best friend who I went to high school actually lives in Virginia.
Okay, that's what.
Yeah, yeah, she lives in Virginia and she graduated before me. She's a year older than me, I think. Yeah. And
I cast ages. You cast ages. How dare you?
I suck at ages. Like, I don't know. Like, I suck at birthdays, ages. Just know I love you. I love you.
The love is there.
Yes, the love is there.
The love is there. Okay, so you were telling me about how you had to make a pivot, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's something I really want to talk about because so many people don't understand, and I discussed it in one of my other episodes, right? Mm-hmm. Some people don't understand that the key to be successful is learning to adjust. And you spoke to that a little bit. Learning to adjust, learning to make that pivot, and keep pushing to get to the ultimate goal. Because sometimes you think, okay, if I do A, B, C, I'll get to Z.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, you kind of gotta go this way, and do what works for you so you can ultimately get to that goal.
Yeah.
And it's important not to break down in between because you never know if you can actually unlock your potential, when other opportunities will come, X, Y, and Z. So please run us through your X, Y, and Z.
But X, Y, and Z, I feel like mine just started very off. Like how the whole social media thing started for me. It was very, very different than I think most people.
Was it cornstarch?
Yes! That's how mine started.
One of my besties, she using cornstarch, and I didn't know that was a thing until I have a few friends, good friends, right? But we don't see each other all the time.
Yeah.
And we don't talk all the time. Yeah. Right? But that's my girl. And she knows. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So finally after a year, we do our official catch up in Starbucks parking lot. And we're just sitting down talking. And babe brought out cornstarch. I said, oh, what's that for? She's like, yeah, I'm having cravings. So I'm gonna and we're talking and she's just munching cornstarch. You made me taste it. I was like, okay. I understand it's a texture thing. Yes. Is that not flavor? It's a texture thing. I was like, okay, I can understand this. But then she brought a straw. Mm-hmm. And I said, I've never seen this before. She's like, you haven't seen the girls on TikTok? I said, no, I've never seen the girls on TikTok. And then after that, I started seeing the girls on TikTok with it. And then, then we followed each other. And, then I started seeing more of your videos. And I was like, she's a cornstarch, babe.
This crunch better hit. And you guys are going to watch me swallow it because you guys keep saying, you don't swallow it.
Fresh, babe. I said it to my friend. She's like, bro, my mouth is literally watering right now. I said, this is an addiction. And you need to be on my strange addiction. So how did you even get into eating or drink? What is it? How do you call it?
Cornstarch. It's just a pica disorder. So in high school, I always had a pica disorder where I would just eat strange
No,
foods.
I don't know what pica disorder is.
So pica disorder is when you have an iron deficiency.
Okay, I have an iron deficiency.
Yeah, and do you eat ice?
I used to, but my doctor stopped.
Yeah, so you eat ice or you eat cornstarch, even baby powder. There's different things, or even drink glue. There's different things you can do and have pica disorder. And I didn't know it was pica disorder.
Okay.
And my friend in high school was like, we need to figure out what this is.
Why are you just eating cornstarch?
Yeah, and I was never shy about it. I've never
I can tell you're not a shy person.
Yeah, I'm never embarrassed about anything that I do.
Yeah.
I'm never embarrassed
about
who
I
am.
I think that's why people on social media also love you because you're very just you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody can shame you.
There's nothing, you, my dear. But these people in Nigeria can really have me crying. But I always feel there's nothing anybody can do that can share. You can say, oh, of course, I'm okay. I posted, I willingly posted about it. No one posted it, and it's oh, I was exposed. I did that. I pressed it. No one did but me.
And yours is... Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. But my friend was like, we need to figure out what this is. And he Googled it and it was pica disorder. I was like, oh wow, I didn't know how to disorder. I didn't know it was a disorder at all. Mm-hmm. But whenever it became popular on TikTok and everything, and that's when I found out about the whole cornstarch community. There's a big community of them on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you think there's drama in the world? Drama with cornstarch is different. And I was shocked. I was like, arguing
over cornstarch? Oh my god, get out.
What?
Are you serious? Do you know what's so funny? Is like, okay, I just thought she was like, this is a fun thing that she picked up because that's just her. Like, that's just how she is. But like, I started to see more and more videos. I was like, wow, this is a thing.
Yeah.
Thing. So have you ever like talked to your doctor about it? Because I get iron drips, right? Like, I think every like 2-3 months. It used to be every month, but every 2-3 months now.
Okay.
I get like a top up because like, I need it. But so do you like? What did your doctor say?
So my doctor knew about it, and she would give me like iron pills, and I would do like the iron transfusion or
that's it.
Transfusion.
Transfusion drip. I just call it drip.
Yeah. That's what I would do when I was younger, and then I would just like run back to it. I'm like, okay, or I like purposely miss my doctor's appointment for it because I'm like, I missed this and I need it.
Oh my god!
My doctor always knew about it, and I actually realized that it's common in like the Black women or the Black community a lot. It's like definitely more common in the Black community of iron deficiency. I knew like my mom used to eat a starch, you know, custard. Yeah, like the dry
custard. Like
my mom would just like eat powder, or you know, like I don't know what it's called, but in Igbo culture, there's like rocks you eat when you're pregnant in Nigeria. My mom would eat that a lot, even before she was pregnant. And she told me, she was like, "You're turning into me when I was younger," and I was like, "Huh?"
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And now she's just seeing herself.
Yes. But me, like, I came to my final straw. I remember when, like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I should say this is, like, so TMI.
I mean, it's a free chance.
Okay. So I remember when, like, so I was going to do a dating show. And I had, like, my interview in New York.
Oh my god.
And I was constipated for a week.
A week?
A week. And
is this off of eating cornstarch?
Yeah, this is off of eating too much. Because if you eat too much,
too much of anything is not good.
Yes, and you will be like constipated. Your skin will be very dry and like start peeling. I was constipated for over a week. I took like everything worked, and I was like, okay, like I think I need to go to a doctor. This is the point where I need to go to a doctor. Yeah. And I almost missed my interview for the show. That ended up not even.
What show?
Except Too Hot to Handle.
Oh my god. I couldn't do that one.
And, you know, I was so the day before, like when they're like, okay, like we're about to start filming, you go to the delete, you meet everyone. That's when I was like, okay, I can't do this. Yeah. Because I was like, I need to use my degree first. Like, I don't want to, like, once I jump into this.
That's it.
That's it.
You don't take off, don't blow, and that's just that.
That's just it. Like, I can't go and apply to a biomedical. No. Who's going to want to hire someone else on the island of 10 of the horniest people? Like, that's the whole concept of the show. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Now that I know I can do this, I'll wait. You know, let me use my degree. Let me go out and work in the corporate world. When I'm tired of it, I'll come back and go on it. Yeah. You know, it's always going to fit.
So you started off with cornstarch on TikTok.
Yeah.
And then
I was like, I was tired of it, and I felt like people didn't know me or didn't want to like get to know me, or people would just like.
Where's your cornstarch video?
Yeah, and I was just like, okay, like I, there's more to me than just cornstarch. Cornstarch is not me; it's not my personality, you know. And I feel like people kept trying to make it as that, and people try to. You know, the conclusion was cornstarch. Like, everything else was like, the conclusion was cornstarch. I was like, no, that's not me. And I was also tired of that. And I always still knew, like, this is not good for brands of course. And this is not what I want to be known for, although this is how I started. But I was like, there's more to me than this, you know. I'm educated, I'm fun, I'm sarcastic. I'm like, right, my entire life is chaotic. Like, you guys can definitely know more about that. So yeah, that's when I like transitioned, and then when I transitioned is when like I stopped eating cornstarch. Yeah,
like officially, and you were just like, okay, I'm here. Yeah, other things, and you know, I love that because I feel like a lot of people fall into this idea of a niche, and then that's all we see them for. Yeah, right? And it's very difficult for them to kind of move out of that box that they've checked themselves into. So, what was like the first type of videos that you were making to get out of Starch Girl?
I think I was making like fashion videos or like get ready with me or like traveling. Like I don't remember. Like I love to travel. My love language is traveling. So like I was just traveling.
Take on a trip. Find me out.
Like I was just traveling. I remember someone like commented, was like, "Wow, you're like so different. Like you're in school, you travel, and you're eating cornstarch on the side." I was like. And someone was like, we need to get to know you better. And I was like, yeah, you guys.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. And then I remember one time I made like a dating video where I went on a date, and then I saw like people bashing Clark, and like they were just saying anything, and I was like, well, they don't want to see my video.
Yeah.
I was like, and that's what I was like. My friend was like, you need to post like your dating life because my dating life is crazy.
And we want to see it. Like, it's really content. Like, what?
And I would always time. Like, I remember when like I dated this guy once, and he gifted me a pony. And then I really wanted to like vlog the entire thing. I remember I recorded it and I was like, you know what? I don't want it to be posted on Twitter and then people make their assumptions. And then me, like,
I think also being Nigerian.
Yes, I don't have no filter. And me, if you just you can come for me. When I come for you, don't cry, oh. Don't say I bullied you, oh. Because you started it, now finish it. And I'm not editing, I'm tired and I want to finish it.
Period point
blank. That's the person I am.
Like, anybody can catch these bullets. Are you crazy? What?
Like, that's the person I am, and it's like, you know, I was like, damn, like, this would be such a great content.
It would. I think that for, like, I can speak for myself, Sha. Being in the dating world, I feel like I'm very private.
Yes.
Extremely private. Because I would watch people start like, girl, I know, right? I know, right? But it's like, I could never go ahead and share that. I even remember when I was in Lagos, right? I was getting ready to go on a date. And I was vlogging because I was doing like soft living in Lagos, right? My vlogs. And then I was like vlogging that day. But the language I was using, when I was saying what I was going to do was very, like I said it, but I cut it out. You know what I mean? I was like, what did I even say? Let me remember. I was like, so guys, I'm going to do... I'm going to dinner. Yeah, I'm going to get ready for dinner now, and I'll catch you guys later. I'm not saying anything besides the food that I was eating. That's this, because I was like, I don't want to open that door if I'm not ready for that backlash, and I know I'm not ready for that backlash. And ultimately, being Nigerian, I just feel like there's this type of pressure that comes with your image. Everything. That's like, everything just has to give prim and proper. Right? Because at the end of the day, you don't know if it's senator son you're going to end up with, and then they're not pulling up those videos of you doing blah, blah, blah. I'm like, see what happened was? You know. And they don't get grace in that Nigeria, okay?
They don't get grace. You gotta have thick skin.
Okay?
They
just have bloody face. So, I feel like that definitely low-key plays a part. Especially after I saw it posted. Hey! I felt like you were speaking to me. You were speaking my reality. I was you. You were me. I said, I've been having this conversation a lot lately.
What? Excuse me. I want to move back so, like, I really, really want to move back. Because it's just like, I don't feel like America is my entire life.
Exactly.
Like, it cannot be.
It cannot be. This thing just feels like suffer.
Yes.
Work, no balance.
No
balance. Like to survive in Lagos, you do have to be a hustler.
Yeah, you do.
You do, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It gets hard.
And I can do it with my people around my people. Like, I would rather have that.
Yeah.
And it's like, people are like sending their ideas, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, but if you're not successful into my eyes, leave your comments at the door. Because every single successful person I've spoken to that lives in Nigeria
agrees.
Is not in Nigeria, they're successful, agrees.
Literally. So that transition, when could we be expecting? I think that'll be so fun.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to say anything because, you know, there's evil
eye. That's true. That's so me.
Which is how it's that. You know, catch me.
You're so nice. Wait, so were you born here or born there?
I was born in Nigeria.
Really? What age did you come to America?
8.
You know what's crazy? I was born in America, but I moved to Nigeria when I was 7.
Oh, nice.
When I was 7. And I was there for like 5-6 years. And then I went back again for like another year.
What?
So I feel like I'm like Nigeria through and through, because my formative years were really in Nigeria.
Yes.
Like,
and
what?
I lived in did you go to boarding school?
Yeah! What?
Bless your heart.
That's where Shani and I met.
Oh,
like, literally. That's where we met. At that school.
Sometimes I wish I went to boarding school. I went to boarding school in Nigeria for 1 semester. That was my dad sending me back to Nigeria my sophomore year. But I went there for 1 semester, and the way they showed me shit. What school did I even go to?
So you had to be like SS2 when you were there.
Yes, yeah. I don't remember. I have to ask my dad. Like, I
Was it in Lagos?
No, it wasn't. It was in Abuja.
Oh, wow.
I went
You're
to-
DJ, babe.
I lived with my aunt there.
Okay.
Because my dad sent me back.
Okay.
So I had to live with my aunt there.
Mhm.
And I went to school there. Now I have to ask my dad. Like,
Wow.
I actually blocked at them. The way they showed me head.
Really? Was it like a Muslim school or what?
No, it wasn't a Muslim school.
Why did they show you pepper?
Because they were like,
Sorry,
who do you think
I'm
you
not saying
are?
that Muslim schools should put pepper. Don't
So they were like, who do you think you are? Like, you're from America. Like, who do you
They
like?
definitely are very much
You
like
think
that.
that innocent? Like, and I was like, I just figured like that just sent me back. I thought we were going on vacation. Little did I know.
Wait,
I didn't know vacation.
Get out.
Like, I was still
Get
traumatized by
out.
the fact that
Get
I
out.
thought we were going on vacation. My dad literally, I was the only person I got on the flight. I'm still stuck on that. And next day, you dumped me in a boarding school. Like, they showed me shaky.
Do you know what
I
you think it was because you weren't prepared?
Huh?
Do you think shaking was because you weren't mentally prepared?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
not mentally prepared, and me being happy-go-lucky, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want to make friends, and my sister was like, hey, you get a rude awakening.
Do you know what's so funny? When I went back to Nigeria the second time, it was SS2 as well.
Uh-huh.
Sophomore year of high school, but SS2 there.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But I feel like my transition was so good because when I knew I was going,
Mm-hmm.
like we talked about it, my family and
Okay.
I knew I was going, and then I was going back to the same school I came from.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I already had the same friends, which we all stayed connected with each other on Facebook.
I see. I wish I had that.
Yeah, because I'm telling you this right now, boarding school has to be one of the best experiences of my whole entire life.
I really wish my dad would have just told me that I was going to Nigeria for it. And I would be like, can I just go there for my entire high school? Like, I would have loved that. I think it was
It's so good.
I really appreciate like how my sisters, they're still with their friends. She's a year older than me, but she's in Canada now. Like all my sisters, like they're still friends with me. And I'm like, I wish I had that.
But
like
you
I
have many
really
connections now.
Yeah, like now I'm like excited. I'm like, I want to make more Nigerian friends and like.
It's gonna be a
Especially
good
in
time.
DC, because I don't have a lot of Nigerian friends or African friends in DC.
Yes.
I only have them in Texas. But
Because that's Texas. Like
Nigeria.
literally, I was like, this place is giving
It's Lagos.
drop off point.
Yes.
Lagos. Like literally, everybody.
Especially in Houston, the girls don't play. Like Houston is like Lagos babes. You need to come up and show out. Like you're dressing up to show out because you know the next Nigerian babe
something.
is dressing up and showing out.
Yes. This may be a very unpopular opinion, low-key, but I feel like maybe it's because I am. The DMV babes, I just feel like we just a little bit better than the Texas, than the Atlantas.
Well, I don't know about Atlanta, but Houston babes.
I think the way we package ourselves is just really. But then again, let me speak for myself because I'm like what? I just feel like sometimes certain things just be too.
Oh yes,
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and the thing about Texas babes, they'll fight over a man.
Like that's so ghetto. Like
Yes.
where's the class? Where's the class?
They will want to beat me black and blue over a man that's even married already. Wants to beat me over a man that's already.
No, it really is giving Lagos 2.0.
Like
It
it
really
really
is.
is, but they're so beautiful. Like
They
they are beautiful. Their fashion is there.
The fashion is kind of there. I would say the babes are. Some of them are a little champ. Sorry.
You
Sorry.
guys know that I said don't fight for you. Oh.
Sorry. Just a little champ. A little bit.
Really?
I'm like, that's an interesting. What took you there? Why did you?
No,
But I don't feel like DC girls dress that well. I think it's just my friends. Realistically, I think it's just my friends. Because when I see my friends, they are fashion babes. Like my friends, those girls do not play. They are the ones that you see them with the John Paul Gaultier. You see them with the
Yes.
You see them with the different. They'll bring Bottega back and it's nothing. Do you
Yes.
get? And it's not just the designer. I mean, head to toe, everything
Yes.
is making sense.
Yes.
I'm just like, y'all don't really do it like these girls. These are the real it girls. Like, you feel me? And I haven't really seen a lot.
MTV is Abuja babes.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
Lagos
it's Lagos. Yes, that's the perfect way to describe it.
Yes.
Yes,
No
because
shit, that's not a bad thing.
that's
girl.
not what it is. Because do it. My friends in Lagos, hotties, like literally so. Every time I talk about Lagos babes, because when I feel like when I talk to people that are in America about like girls in Nigeria, they think that they're just like men.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like, no.
So the first person's picture I always pull up is my friend Sophia's Instagram. I'm like, does this look like my man to you? In fact, low key right now, she's done on me. I'm gonna hold you. The hair, the body, the makeup, everything is boom, boom,
Everything is just right.
Like, do you get? And then America, they're not really giving
Americans are not giving it.
Do you know that opinion?
What?
Is that okay? I feel like all the IJGBs going back to Lagos for December. I feel like they always think I was going to shoot them, but like realistically,
Who are you showing? That's what I'm saying. Like, what are you showing?
Who are you showing? Because when I see the girls in Lagos, I'm like, okay,
The girls in Lagos do not
all.
even Lagos are like no.
they don't play. They don't play.
Who are you showing? Because you've been first thing for Americans who are mid, dress mid, and they think.
And in Lagos, everything is an event. Everything is a reason to show it out and pop out.
Yes.
Literally.
Yeah.
And that mindset literally is the reason why they're stuck on. Even if it's Shein. The Shein will be Shein. Do you get the Shein will be giving as if you went to
what?
The Shein went to get master's degree.
And this is like me. I don't even look at outfit inspos of Americans. I only looking for Nigerian babes.
Yeah. Because they're doing it.
Yeah.
They're dating politicians.
Yeah. You see, Nigerian babes, but they are getting money. They get their bills paid.
You know when Dave dropped that lyric and said, some of you are getting flued out, you're impressed. He said, I love broke girls. Because they know I'm trying to get a president. Come on, see.
Like,
Why am I see fit? It could never be a Nigerian though.
No, guys,
It could never.
remind yourself this. Babes in Africa are getting flued out. They're getting Chanel.
Everything.
They're getting Hermes.
Every day.
They're getting a house.
Every day.
You, a well-developed country. You're crying over a broke man.
A broke man.
No,
Lessons from Angel. Don't they? People
never. I've been through that already. I've been through that. I've been a sugar mama. I've been through that.
Never again.
Never again.
I'm embarrassed to say, but me too. Me too. But I'm not gonna tell those stories because honestly, it didn't even happen. It didn't even happen. It didn't even happen. It didn't happen. So yeah, we just learned our lesson and we move on because absolutely not. Never the hell again.
Never
again. Oh
never
my
my
God.
entire life.
Absolutely not. So have you experienced heartbreak before?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
When I was younger.
How much young? Please do shout out. I didn't repeat that.
I think I was like 18, 19.
Okay.
But you know what? My heartbreak wasn't like bad heartbreak. No one cheated on each other.
Okay.
It was just that like he was just nonchalant. You know, he's a Caribbean, he was Jamaican. Okay. You know, the African/Caribbean man that has no emotions and there to provide and you know that I didn't like that. And he broke my heart because of that. So I wasn't like heartbroken.
It wasn't even a real one.
It wasn't even like cheating and everything. It was just that. And then yeah.
So what would you say, like, are your big three when it comes to looking for, or dating rather? Because you're not looking for a man, man's looking for you. So, yeah, when it comes to dating, what are your big three?
Apart from having yourself established as a man, you have to be, like, career-driven.
Okay.
Like, looks are, like, characteristics.
Okay.
What do you, like, looks
Well,
are,
I mean, I think both.
Okay, you have to be like career driven. Like I like a man that is smart. So I'm sapiosexual.
Okay.
You have to have brains because I have to be able to like pick your brain and talk about things.
Yeah.
You have to be able to educate me because I feel like if you can't do that,
what are we really doing here?
What are we doing?
Yeah,
like I'm so attracted to a man that's intelligent. And if I can learn from you, if you can learn from me, it's like it's just.
It's not even a plus. That is the meat right there.
Yeah. That is it. And he has to be like. I like a man that's like always open-minded because I feel like a lot of Nigerian men are not open-minded. They're kind of stuck to their ways, and to find that one guy who's open-minded who wants to try new things, I love that. Yeah, and you have to love to spoil me. Yeah, that's it. I think that's you should be shining. Your teeth like goats. Let's go get whenever like you say, Angel, I got to spoil you. Angel, I see it, but you're a true babe. You're a true babe. You must be smiling from year to year.
I feel like the Yoruba people should start taking a little bit of notes because do you want to before me housewife and before me I don't want to stress him.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Refer you better ask.
Because somebody else is going to ask. Right. Somebody else is going to ask. Let me tell you right now.
Yes. If you don't ask, somebody else will ask.
And then get it.
Right.
Men are natural providers.
Yes.
They love to provide. They love to feel like they're needed.
Yeah.
And like, okay, maybe not Okay, then again, we have a new generation of sassy men. So, you're not who I'm talking to.
Yes. Whenever people say like they go on dates and the guy's like, "What do you bring to the table?" I'm like, I've never gone on a date with the guy.
I've never had that question before.
I've never asked.
Nobody's ever asked me that. Yeah.
No one. The guy's never asked me about what do you do? What do you do? Like, no.
You know what? That's a lie. They never asked me direct, what do you bring to the table? But he was very much in my pockets. And that was I was like,
yeah,
I don't like that. Very much in my pockets. Like, to me, I don't know if it's just the way I grew up, but asking me about money and all that is that's a no. I was like, huh?
Huh?
I was like, I don't know.
Was he American or is he Nigerian or African? You know what? There was a guy that I once dated, and he like sent me money at one point. And he was like, "Does your friends know I take care of you?" And I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "Am I supposed to be excited because of that? My friend, I'll go to Nigeria. Men will be fighting to take care of you. You think that's something to chat about?" From that day, that guy never said anything to you.
Yeah.
He didn't brag about him.
Because realistically, and you know that's another thing, right? And I'm not teaching anybody how to do anything. I'm not teaching anybody how to do anything. But as a woman, I think it's very important. Go and read Why Men Love People.
Yeah.
Go and read that book. Because it will really kind of shift your mind a bit. All these people-pleasing tendencies. Oh, you're doing wifey as a girlfriend. Not even a girlfriend, in fact. That's crazy, but you're not even a girlfriend. You're literally just talking. You're doing wifey things for a man that you're just talking to, and you're doing people-pleasing. You're shifting your schedule around him. Hey, people will wash you.
Yeah.
They will wash you. And that's what people don't understand.
Yeah.
They don't understand. They'll be doing girl next door. Oh, no, it's not girl next door. Girl next door, they used to take advantage of.
Yes.
Like, all that stuff that you're saying on social media, this guy doing this for her, this guy doing that for her, he doesn't love her any less. She's definitely doing something for him.
Right.
Definitely glossing over his ego and everything.
Right.
And providing other ways. But, like, he's definitely showing up for her in the way that she needs. And I think another thing people don't understand is loving people based off of their love.
Yes. Right? And I make that very clear.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not that I make it clear, but I feel like every guy that I've dated, they know. And also, like, my parents raised us to never be shocked or make me
exactly.
like get excited over
small things.
Yeah,
exactly.
No. Like, I remember like guys would say like, "Oh, you're beautiful." I'm like, my mother already told me that, and they'll take that to offense. I'm like, because my mother already told me I was beautiful. I knew I'm beautiful.
Thank you.
I know I'm beautiful.
Thanks, yeah.
Like,
it's not a shock. You're actually not doing anything for my ego by telling me that.
Yeah, you're not. I already know I'm beautiful. My parents tell me that. I see it within myself.
Yeah.
My dear, because you can't get it, I should got. You know,
it's hilarious.
I should not be excited.
Actually, like hilarious.
Are you mad? Anyways, like what? So guys, sit down.
No, you're actually hilarious. You made my whole brain scatter just now because I'm like, what? No, that is too funny. But okay, let me collect myself. What would you say the best dating experience you've had has been? Like what has shocked you? Not shocked you, but like taking to that, like, wow, this is what I'm talking about.
So I dated this guy who he built hospitals in third world countries, and I actually met him like randomly. It was like I meet like people randomly at the most randomest time ever, and this man bought me a pony. So he also runs equestrian horse races.
I think you said the right
So yeah, so he owns a lot of horses that do races, and they're worth a lot of money. And I told him I want to have a business. I want to be an entrepreneur too. And he like picked my brain and told me the downside about it, the upside about it. Like, you're working 24 hours a day. You have to miss certain things. You have to miss special events. You have to miss your family. Like, you have to miss a lot. You have to sacrifice a lot to want this lifestyle.
Right.
And he really put me in the door. Like, he like put me in rooms that I couldn't get myself in. And he did that because he gets excited to do that.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
And then, like, I remember, like, when he bought me the pony, I was like, why did you buy me? What am I going to do with the pony? I don't own a ranch. Like, I don't own a ranch. He was like, we're going to raise it. He was like, this was a special pony that we got. It's going to be raised so it can be part of, you know, his,
that's so cute.
His, like, it's going to be raised where he lives and in his farm, whatever, where the horse can, like, grow up to start doing races. And he was like,
that is yours. Oh my God.
And it has value to it. And sometimes I forget, you know, whenever I was driving, I told you I went the wrong direction. And, oh dang, I was going to say where he lives. But he lives, like, you know, places where, like, horses are raised and stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, I should probably go visit my horse. And then last time I visited the horse was, like, December. And I was like,
you're a
wow.
terrible horse mom. December, we are in June.
Well, I don't talk to him that much anymore because I
get it.
Yeah, I just don't. But he's still there. Like, we communicate. We talk about stuff. He's like, oh, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Like, let me know. And yeah, and I feel like that was the best experience ever. Like, I loved that. Yeah.
Putting you in the position to grow and not even like need him, right?
Yeah.
Like making you into the woman that you want to be, but still being there as a professional.
Yeah.
That's so wonderful. I love
that was so wonderful. But I hated his ego, so I had to squash it.
Men like that typically do have ego.
Yes, they do. They do. And I feel like what
comes
people...
with the territory.
Yeah. Dating someone that is of that standing, you do have to... Men, they do have big ass egos. I hate... But I'd rather have a man that has ego and stable than a broke man with ego, because I just squash that. You mad.
I can't lie. And I feel like this is also an unpopular opinion. I don't know how to say this.
Say it.
Don't light me up, guys. Please, don't light me up. I just think, practically speaking, if you don't have money, you should not be dating.
True.
And this isn't to say broke men don't deserve love. And even broke girls, this is not to say that you don't deserve love. But I think there's something that feels really good about having your own and being able to stand on your own as your own successful person. Because the confidence, the pep in your step is different. And relationships are distractions. Relationships are distractions. And if you're not at a base point where you can build off of that, like at a gradual pace, you don't need to be in a relationship. You need to just
or date a woman in your caliber.
Okay? That.
Because you can't be shooting for stars, your dreams, your pockets, and all you need. It's not stars already.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
God, what? Hey. Yeah, we need to see all these experiences and stories on your TikTok. I feel like, no, I feel like girls will take such value from it, you know? Like, this is the type of value that people should be taking from like the dating world. Not to go and sit down in the bar and be waiting for it. Like, you went there with the agenda. And if they're not calling girls babe now, you say they're calling you. If they call your shower,
you start crying.
Please.
You know what to walk.
Okay. We have been so unserious so far. Let's bring it back to a more serious tone. So, right now, you are currently doing your internship. I don't know if you want to share it.
No problem. So, I'm not going to share the company. But I work for a very big biotech company. They actually own the weight loss medicine that everyone's going crazy for.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's so amazing.
And so I work in cell therapy, which is something that I love. And it's basically about creating new ways to, you know, like genetic disorders. So it's basically, we're trying to research a way to prevent genetic disorders and rare genetic disorders. So we actually, our facility is the only rare diseases research facility in the United States.
What?
Yeah, so that's right. And I like,
and this is why you can talk your ish, because realistically, I'm still doing what I need to do. I'm still getting things done. You know what I mean? I'm still getting things done. I am getting things done. And aside from that, I'm a regular human being. Like, I'm a regular young adult, 27-year-old, living their life, and this is what it looks like. Oh, I love that.
I love it. Like, that is where, like, I feel like, okay, like, now my brain is intact. I feel like I might be moo in the road, but, like, whenever I'm at work or I'm in school, my brain is just
like
on.
This
is what I know.
So how did you get this opportunity?
So I did interviews. Well, I don't know. Like, I just applied, and I'm really good at interviews, I would say. And I knew, like, so in the biomedical engineering world, you have to know exactly what you want to do. If not, you end up either being a professor or you end up being a researcher for the rest of your life. Yeah. So you have to kind of literally say, okay, like, this is the company I want to work for, or this is the title that I want, and this is what I want to go for. Because there's so many, like, job titles in the biotech world. You can be R&D, you can be QC, quality control.
It's the same thing in the tech world. Saying I'm in tech is just so general and so broad.
Oh, wow.
What do you do there? There's, like, the engineers, there's the analysts, there's the... even in the engineer, front end, back end, everything, there's so many things there. So, and then there's a whole other side of the cybersecurity, which is like a whole other thing, right? So it's like, saying you're in tech is very broad.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to zero in, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
What do you want to do? So how did you not decide that, okay, this is the lane you want to be in?
Well, so when I was younger, I always wanted to be a lawyer. Okay. And I used to go be in debate competitions. Like, I loved that. But, like, I remember one day in, like, biology, my teacher was, like, talking about making your own baby. And I loved that. And I was like, oh, my gosh, like, I love this. This is what I want to do. Like, CRISPR. And I spent, like, a day doing the research. I was so excited about it. And I remember I wrote down all the companies that I wanted to, like, work for. And that company that I wrote was actually the company from 9th grade,
That is like called affirmation right there. Like, what? That's so beautiful.
Yeah, and I always knew that I was in this world to serve a purpose, to serve others and help others in some way possible. And I told myself that if a biomedical engineering didn't work, that I'd just become a patent lawyer because I'm good at, law. I love
your case.
Yeah.
I could actually see that.
See, I can whoop ass with words. There's something about me.
Which is why she said, if you cut first and you try hard, she will stop and she will finish what you started. Yes. She will bury you. No test down. No try. Oh my god, before we wrap this up, I just realized you did get the tattoo.
Yes! Oh yeah! Yeah, this one's like, it's peeling, but it's like peeling soaking.
So, I know you said you hate pain. How was that experience?
It was actually good. This one hurt the worst, like going in here.
Oh my god. But it's so cute. It's so cute.
I love it. Like, I used to be like a very much like a, you can't put a rubber sticker on a Bentley, but I was like, if I can own multiple Bentleys, then why not? That's literally what changed my mind. I was like, okay, I'll just own multiple Bentleys. If I hate it, I can go get a tattoo remover. It might cost money, but I can afford it. I can afford it.
Oh my god, I love that. I love that. And your mom actually helped you with one of them.
Yeah, she did. She did, like, she wasn't really into it, but when I told her I wanted something tribal, she was like, okay, if you're gonna do something tribal,
then I'm okay with it.
Yes, yeah.
It's so cute. I love it. I love
Thank
it. You look fabulous today. We're gonna do our quick little OOTD segment because, babe, it's given. Yes. Tell us what you're wearing. Stand up, 360, all of that. So tell us, walk us through it, break it down.
So the dress is from Starch Girl, but don't purchase from them because they did a black girl wrong.
We need to talk about the tea on that.
The shoe is H&M. I just got it from H&M. Like I said, the bag is from Bali. I got it in a street market in Bali.
So beautiful.
Absolutely. And they hand...
Like this, I should have told you to get me something while
I really should. I was like, oh
my
gosh, like, this is gonna be like my new favorite summer bag.
Yeah, no, I'm obsessed. Yeah. And then your earrings.
Oh, my earring. These earrings are probably from like Amazon. I think they're just like regular hoops.
And
the necklace from a jeweler. The ring is from Amazon too. And yeah, my glasses. I would like to reserve the right to gatekeep where I got my glasses.
I love that. I love that. You look so beautiful. Beautiful girl, beautiful mind, beautiful life. I love it. This has been such a beautiful, wonderful, awesome interview conversation. You know, I told y'all this. I don't like doing interviews. I like having conversations because I feel like you get to know the person better. And you guys get to relate to them. And, we're having conversations together. I hope you grab your tea while we're talking so you can be with us. This is a joint condo. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's episode of Tea Time with Aisha. It's been wonderful speaking with you all, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.
Put that subscribe.
If you're not subscribed, what are you doing?
You should know.
What are you doing? Come on. Join the winning team. Watch the space, all of that. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.